Hi, we're Deanna and Bob Christofferson, and we're going to take you on a journey about how you can live your best life possible. We have found that it's really all about incorporating 8 simple, doable ingredients into your lifestyle every day, and we call this Lifestyle Plus for you. If you miss 1 or 2 of these ingredients in your day, it's not the end of the world. Just tell yourself, tomorrow's a new day, I'll do better.
Deanna and I have really worked hard for the past 3 decades. That's a long, long time. And it didn't come easy or didn't come overnight. I remember, when we first got married, I was eating a lot of beige food, and I really didn't make the correlation between health and whether it was positive or negative.
And it most certainly has been a process for our family. Let's face it, when I was a young mom and I started having babies at 23, I really just did the best I could. I knew all about healthy eating because I had practiced it for a long time through college. But once you have kids, things start kind of changing.
That's an understatement.
I was exhausted most of the time. And just trying to shop and prepare and then present healthy food for our growing family day in and day out, let's just say it wasn't easy. Just sometimes going to the grocery store with three small boys, I was exhausted. And honestly, sometimes the best that I could do was turkey dogs, mac and cheese, and fruit cocktail.
Ooh, true confessions.
I know.
It's all good. Well, after living on this planet for over 50 years, yes, and that's over 100 years for the both of us.
That's
We're like
scary.
really, really old.
Is that like a century?
We've kind of figured out the basics after all this time. What it's going to take to be healthy, and we want to share this with you on our page every week.
So what we've learned is that extremes definitely don't work because no one can stick to anything that's extreme for a lifetime. So what are the 8 F's?
First F is family.
You going to talk about that?
Well, absolutely. I mean, family is so important to us. As a matter of fact, we're going out to dinner here in about 10 minutes with our boys, and family is just so important. It's the cornerstone, the foundation of what we stand for.
And family dinners are great now that they're older. They come over now that they're grown and they're out of the house. Every Sunday we make that a priority, that we have that time with our family and our friends too. We plan trips with our friends. We want to have a great time, and we want to be physically active when we're out, whether it's biking or hiking or going out and water skiing or snow skiing. We really, when we're with our friends, we don't just sit and drink like on vacations. We see a lot of people doing that. It's kind of crazy. We're out.
No judgment.
No judgment, no shame. But we're out there really actually usually having competitions that are physically active.
Pretty much always. Which rolls into the next F, which is fun. And I think if you're not having fun in your life, you need to incorporate that. And sometimes we take life so seriously that we just skip the fun. So find the fun in your life and really
in your marriage. He makes me laugh every day.
Every day.
I'm not kidding you. It's like these dry jokes every day that most people don't get, but I've been married to him almost 33 years, so I kind of got them.
Keep them laughing.
Keep them laughing.
Keep 'em laughing.
Fitness, that's been a really important part of our lives, actually, even before we met. I was a personal trainer. I taught aerobics. It was something that I really got interested in when I was in high school. And so what we do every single day, about 6 days a week, even 7, we're very physically fit. And we go on bike rides together. We have kayaks. We do a lot of yard work. I go to yoga every day. I have to kick his butt to get into the gym because sometimes fitness.
Hey, when you got 10 acres, you got a gym outside, cutting wood, splitting wood, stacking stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in a gym to be fit.
That's true.
There are a lot of people, ranchers. Guys that are not in the gym, but they're out working with their hands on the earth.
That's true.
It's a lot of work.
When it's raining, you got to get in the gym, though.
Yeah.
So the next F is financial.
Yes, it is. If your finances have to be balanced as well as all these other spokes in your 8 F's, because financially, if you're not sound, if you're not fiscally responsible with your money that you've been gifted, you just need to put money aside. You have to put money aside for fun things. You have to put money aside for retirement. You have to be fiscally responsible. And if you don't know what you're doing, there are so many self-help books. There are people out there, financial advisors. Just start somewhere, you know?
Yeah. One tip that I think we can give is that we paid for everything in cash. Even to this day, if we couldn't afford that couch, we didn't put it on a credit card. We'd save the money up until we could actually afford it. And so those are some of the things that we have done. So we've never been in debt. We've never had credit card debt. And we see a lot of young people that are, you know, it's kind of no delayed gratification. They take the trip, they put it on the credit card, and they pay it off over the next year, and they're paying a lot of money in interest and end up paying about 3 times the money for that trip that it would have cost.
Well, and you need credit. So credit cards, you know, revolving credit of whatever sort is necessary because you've got your credit score, which is predicated upon your credit cards. So you do need to do that. But if you can't pay it off in 30 days, don't buy it.
That's right.
You don't want to be paying the usurious rates that the credit card companies charge you.
And the 6th F is forest time. And what I love is being grounded. I think it's really important for us to be out in nature, to listen to the wind, go through the trees, to smell the different flowers and the fresh air. If you live by a park, get out there with your kids, take your shoes off, dig your feet in the dirt. There is a lot to grounding. That's something I'd recommend that you Google. So what we call forest time is really just being out in nature.
Getting in touch with nature. The 7th one is food. And, you know, I used to be a chef in college, and it was a lot of fun because, quite frankly, I love to eat. You know, so I think food should be you should celebrate your food, but also be responsible with it, because really what you're doing is you're fueling your body with this food. You're not just filling it up with this, you know, gluttonous. See, it seems like a lot of Americans are so gluttonous these days that, you know, we want to set a good example for not only our children, but our friends, our family, you know, people that are around us, and you guys out there. So don't be gluttonous, just fill enough.
Well, food is fuel.
Yeah,
it can build you up or it can tear you down, depending upon
the 80-20 rule.
80-20 rule. 80%
so 80% of the time,
eat healthy food.
Eat healthy food. 20% of the time, you can have that cheesecake. You can have that glass of wine or 2 or 7 or just kidding.
And lastly, faith. And that's something that's always been a cornerstone for our family. We have a very, very strong faith. We always have. We raised our children with the faith. That looks different for different people. So we're not going to get into what we think people should think, but I do think that having some spiritual grounding or some spiritual faith that we think about and pray about, meditate about every single day is a really important cornerstone of overall lifestyle and health.
Yep. So we found that when you focus on incorporating these 8 F's into into your life every month, you find that after 8 months, you'll start to
One F a month.
One F a month, exactly.
Yeah, make one change a month.
You'll notice some remarkable shifts in your life, and just see how you feel after that. You know, it's not going to happen overnight, but you need to start somewhere sometime. So start now.
Yeah, and these shifts you'll see in how you work and how you relate to others.
And how you feel about yourself and your self-worth and what you earn.
And what you earn, right?
Yeah.
You know, if you feel good about yourself, you're going to be more likely to be employed. You're going to get that raise. You're going to get that promotion.
You're attractive, and people are going to want to know, what are you doing? Because nowadays it's so, you know, in the workplace, it's everything's so negative. You know, be that beacon of light and that, you know, that shining light when you go into work or whatever it is that you're doing. You go into the store, be that person that says, hey, good morning, how are you?
Yeah. And the 8 F's then become your lifestyle habits. When you create lifestyle habits, you don't even have to think about any of them anymore. They just become part of who you are. So on our page, which is LifestylePlus for you, we're going to be sharing weekly lots of different things that we do to incorporate these 8 F's into our life every single day. And we hope you find this useful. And please post below, comment, what are you doing out of these 8 F's? Are you incorporating them? Are there some areas that you need to work on? And we're just here to help. And we hope that this video kind of inspires you a little bit to take your health into your own hands and incorporate healthy lifestyles each and every day. Take care, guys. Bye. That was okay.
Is it over? Good night, Sue.
And